Today's guest is a true original, an artist with unreal vocals, undeniable presence, and a level of authenticity you can feel. He started on YouTube, caught the attention of the one and only Erykah Badu, and in case you missed it, he just won his first Grammy. It feels like the rest of the world is finally catching up to what the fans have always known for a long time. Durand Bernarr is it, honey. So let's not waste another minute, because baby, this is Keke Palmer. Please welcome Durand Bernarr. Yes!
I got all this ass chat. I gotta back it up. How are you? How are you?
I'm so good. It's so good to see you, boo.
Listen, I'm trying to get like you when I grow up. You look gorgeous.
You know what's so funny when I'm like, oh my gosh, we're gonna get Durand. I'm so happy. We're basically the same person.
I know. They're like we haven't seen them in the same room, so we had to just clear that up.
How are you? Feeling good today? Feeling great?
I feel awake.
I know that's
right. I feel rested. Actually rested.
Well, I'm happy that you did these pre-show pull-up questions because now I get to get into your mind just a little bit before we get into our convo. Obviously, your name's Durand the Bernarr. Zodiac sign, NDA. Now, what does this mean? You don't tell nobody your zodiac?
I mean, my birthday's September 16th, but I don't give a damn about that.
You're a Virgo,
I don't give a damn about that. All them toe ring heifers, they be trying to figure out, well, what's your birth chart so I can find out why you breathe the way you do. Like, if you don't go out and touch some grass somewhere.
First of all, you are so Virgo. Literally, that makes total sense for everything about how you execute stuff. We are perfectionists. Ooh. September 16th is one of my best friend's birthdays, by the way. Taylor Parks. Hey,
Taylor Parks. So I just want to say I'm a recovering perfectionist. I have actually
congratulations.
Because it's just, at what point is it ever good enough? Is it ever going to, we just keep going at the same thing over and over, and we're trying to.
It's like, what are the standards?
That part
of it too. Yeah, that it can drive you crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know your big three? Initial here, signature here, date there.
Yes.
I'm loving this resistance to the sign thing because it does sometimes, as a person that loves the zodiac, it can sometimes stop the opportunity to just get to know.
Oh, yeah. No.
In real time. Like, how did you come up to these conclusions so fast about me? That
part.
You can do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are you most grateful for today? I woke up still black and not straight.
Oh! Glory!
Period. Not straight.
See, straight is a construct. Just like, whiteness. See, they're sisters. So, I just woke up feeling like myself,
Yes.
And then, of course, yes, it's just.
You do look good. That's what I got from this. Also, still fine.
Still fine.
Okay, a relationship or friendship non-negotiable for you? Lying and stealing.
Come on now.
The stealing is so crazy. Because why would you do that?
Because if you can lie, you can steal. And if you can steal, you can lie.
It's so true. Because in order to steal, you had to lie.
That part.
Okay, what's a question you wish you were asking more interviews? Okay, actually, I've been asked enough questions. However, I love a that made me think question.
Yes.
Okay, those are hard to do.
I know.
The that made me think question. That's when you get like real esoteric or real like, what do you believe? Are aliens true?
Or just get you some open-ended question card games. Like listen, there's a cheat code.
Are you one of those, do you do games with your friends, like have game parties and y'all do like, what is the question game that everybody, Cards of Humanity?
Cards of Humanity.
Are you into that vibe?
I do Cards of Humanity, not spades though. Spades
so you don't like to argue?
It's not that I don't like to argue. It's just, I don't know.
You're from Cleveland.
I don't know
You're supposed to like to play spades.
I don't know how to play spades because no one taught me. And so now I'm too far ahead. I feel like I was able to get into anime as an adult, but spades, I'm too far
Do you know Raven
gone.
Simone? Personally?
No, I don't.
You guys would get along so well. She's really killer at spades. I'm seeing me and you at the crib. She's teaching you how to play spades. I'm teaching you how to play spades, and we're gonna just be spades partners.
I mean, I guess I can. If there was gonna be anyone that could teach me to do anything, I would trust Black women to guide me in the right direction.
We love that. Okay, who is someone that you met that made you feel starstruck? I really relate to this. I mean, the Jennifer Lewis.
I have not reacted to any other person ever.
Yeah.
I mean, even the very first time that I encountered her, I was at Essence.
Yeah.
And it's all this loud music and everything, but I saw her and I'm tapping my publicist like, oh my God, there's Jennifer. Do something! Do something! So, of course, that was not the...
Do something gave me life.
Do something!
That's so true.
No, we had our actual moment. She surprised me at my at the closing of my tour.
Oh my God.
At the El Rey. And when I tell you my inner child popped out.
What is your first thing that you could remember of Jennifer Lewis? Because I was thinking about that the other day, because I'm a huge fan of hers. But then I was like, I don't know what the first thing I saw of her was, because I just always knew her in my world.
I think my origins for Jennifer Lewis would have to be What's Love Got to Do with It.
That's probably the one for all of us. She was that mean-ass mama.
Yes. These pearls is getting a little tight around my neck, girl. That's probably all them chitlins she was eating. Baby, that's...
Oh, my God. I love a line game. I love what movie is that from? Mm-hmm. Okay, what's a mantra you live by and why? Of course you're a slow burn. You're the sun. Not a watch.
Not a match.
Not a match. Sorry, child. My reading was off. Now, who is Dr. Wilson, boo?
Dr. Wilson is a friend of mine that I've known since my teen years. We're actually on year 20 or 21 of being in each other's lives. So yeah, he's a doctor now. Also had 2 degrees, so a doctorate and a PhD. So, and I have a Grammy. So it's just like we are in our fields really killing it. But that is someone that I absolutely look up to and just value their opinion.
And they said this to you when?
This was maybe 2016-ish, when I was right around before I put out the Soundcheck EP, and I was wondering, what do I need to do to really get my foot in the door?
Sure.
Do I need to change myself? It's being a slow burn. He was like, well, baby, of course you're a slow burn. You're the sun, not a match. And also, when you think about the makeup of our galaxy, all this stuff revolves around the sun.
But try to act like she don't matter.
That part.
Okay.
That part, because she'll set some up in here. Okay.
I love that. Shout out to Dr. Wilson. Mm-hmm. And you mentioned 2016, and that makes me have to bring up this picture of us. Child, I remember this moment that we had. I feel like we both was with our moms. I don't know.
Yes,
who
I was with my mom.
Yes,
that was when I first moved out there. We were at Aroma Cafe in Studio City. And you were just so sweet. You was like, of course we could take a picture. And I think that might have been either before or after I did. Remember your television show that you had? And we had the choir come in. I was in the choir.
Yep, the Just Keke. Was this Just Keke?
This was in 2016.
2016, so it must have been... Oh my gosh.
They gave you a talk show. Like
it was just, it was what it was. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's crazy. Because that's why I was also, when I was looking at this picture, I was thinking to myself, this was also not the first time we met. Mm-hmm. We had met briefly before then. And then this is when I started being able to put a face to you and being like, and then I started seeing you everywhere, you know? And I was just like, yeah, I like that dude. Mm-hmm. And we all do. So we're here today, and I'm so happy to kick back and talk with you, babe, because congratulations are in order. You are a Grammy winner, and this is so obvious. Like, I mean, I don't think that any of us are surprised, but it's always good to just, be able to sit that up on the mantelpiece. How are you feeling? What is the energy giving?
The energy is, I keep having these moments of realization that it's a thing.
Sure.
Because 48 hours after I won, I'm jumping right back into work. Mm-hmm. So it's very little time for me to actually sit and revel in some things that have taken place, because we're already moving to, we have to work on this, we have to get that together. And the thing about asking, like, what's next, when it hasn't even been engraved yet, and we're already moving on to the next thing. So it kind of feels like, okay, great, you won your little Grammy. What you about to do now? And I just want us to be able to revel in our accomplishments when they happen, so that it's not this vague memory that we have later on down the line.
Yeah, of course. I mean, so take me to the night. Did you think you were going to, because you were nominated for En Route in the same category the year prior. Mm-hmm. And then with Bloom, the album that you won for,
we got 3 nominations.
Best Progressive R&B Album, 3 nominations. I mean, did you expect to win any of them? I mean, I know that's a crazy question, but you're confident and you know you're you. So, I mean, did you think, hey, I'm about to take it home, or were you kind of nervous and apprehensive?
Sis.
Sis.
Me counting myself out is the reason why I ran down that aisle, because I sat all the way in the back. I'm like, let me just be by the exit, so when they do not call my name, I can just skedaddle. Because last time I was sitting a little further up toward the stage, so I had to do that long walk. And I was wearing white, so you couldn't miss me. So I was like, y'all gonna get me like last time. I'm just going. So when they called my name, I'm thinking, when he said Bloom, I'm thinking he said Bilal. So I was like, okay, oh geez, he done did some work behind the scenes. Okay,
oh,
good for you.
Crazy.
Man. And so when they said Bloom, Durand Bernarr, I said, oh no, that's me. That's me. That's me. And so I had to run down there. So, and I had a mule on. There was no support on this hill, so I had to. My toes was hanging on right, gripping. Please don't. But yeah.
I mean, so did you think? I mean, when think about En Route, even just the name of it, and then we have Bloom. I mean, those go perfectly together in the conversation that you were maybe having with yourself. Do you feel like the album, the Bloom, that it matches that win, that it represents this era in your life?
I think it's a beautiful project to have gotten this kind of acknowledgement, because it is my open love letter to my friends that have become my family. Yeah. And, my publicist was, when we were talking about content for new albums, he was like, I think it's time for the Love album.
Okay.
And so, but what is my approach to love? I know everybody wants to talk about relationships. I know you did me wrong, and you coming back, and girl, this, that, and the third. But what about the relationship with our friends? They have seen their shoulders have seen so many different versions of tears.
Okay.
Like,
my friends are tired.
Yes, no, seriously. So I needed to acknowledge that and lift that up, decenter the romantic love, and talk about our support system, our tribe. And so the fact that garnered that kind of attention. Thank y'all. The support system is so key.
I love that. I love that. Congratulations again. And let's talk about the category, because we hear a lot of different feedback that artists feel with the Grammys and their categories. Mm-hmm. You have an eclectic sound. This is progressive R&B. How do you feel like that category defines you, if at all?
Progressive, I would say, is right up there with what I'm doing, because it is progressing. It is constantly progressing. Yep. I always want to try new things. I always want to incorporate all of my influences into the work.
Yes.
So I think being progressive, I feel like that fit perfectly.
Yeah. That run up to the stage, I mean, it was crazy viral. What were the comments, if you looked at any of them, that were gagging you?
Okay. So the first one was, my publicist was the one that was running after me, by the way, Sean England. So I had forgotten where I put my written speech. And so I was just going to my phone to get the notes. And he's like, no, you wrote this, like, here, get this. So people were saying two things: that I was trying to take a selfie from the stage to show everybody that I won. That was the first one. The other one was, I was hurrying up trying to change all of my bios to Grammy Award winning. So it's just, listen, I'm so glad that I'm on this side of social media when it comes to virality, because you, ma'am, are queen of memification. So for me to be in the number of, you might have broken Cynthia Erivo's record for the most memeable things in one night. I'm like, I'm up there.
Cynthia with this here.
Baby!
This is my lifeline. Yes.
Whoa.
That's my lifeline.
I'm thinking.
Oh my God.
Shout out to Cynthia. We love you.
Shout out to Cynthia. We love you. She could sing the house down. Okay, so let's talk about the craziest thing that's happened in the last few weeks. I know that you said that people are like, what's next? What's happening with you? But let's talk about the congratulations. What DMs, what experiences have happened, if any, that you feel like have prompted from people seeing you on this stage? Because you've been killing it for a while, but it's always different for whatever reason when these institutions come out and be like, yo, they the one, even though you already knew they would have won.
Yeah, it's one thing to know that you're amazing. It's another thing when the world realizes that. That can be a little like, oof. But I think the thing that is the most gratifying out of all of this is the fact that my parents are still here to see this. And my parents are boomers, so they're older parents. My mom was 41 when she had me, so they said it was a geriatric pregnancy. The shade.
The shade of it all.
And I'm her one. I'm her one and only. So I was always curious about what accomplishments or what things in my life would I be able to share with them. Yeah. In this realm. And so for them to be present.
I love in this realm. I went with you there.
Oh yeah. For them to physically be there, specifically like my mother. It's just, I've always said that my peak of life has been my parents. The support, the love that I have with them, how we have nurtured one another. We have really been a team. Like, yes! The tripod is a real thing. So everything else that's happened in life is a perk. It is the cherry on top, but they are my foundation.
Babe, when I tell you, I could not relate to you harder. The love of parents, of their support, of them seeing you for who you are, never trying to change you, but just championing you for being who you are. I hate to say I didn't realize how rare it was to some degree.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Till I got older and I realized, okay, everybody didn't have that.
Yeah.
That with their and also we did nothing to necessarily deserve it. Like it's like I was just born to them.
I was just born to
what I
this,
mean? That's just what happened. And so honoring them and always calling that out, I think is so huge because I definitely feel like it's the whole entire reason I am who I am today. But let's get into also the fact that your parents are really gifted and talented as well. I mean, your dad was like a sound engineer who worked with Earth, Wind and Fire, Whitney Houston, Jill Scott, Eminem, and then your mom's a vocal coach and a church music director. So what was it like growing up and getting the influences of their world?
It was a loud house. The house was loud. There was never a quiet the only time it was quiet is when we were not there.
Oh my God.
That is the only time that house was quiet.
That's life.
And I love that because, dad played bass, mom plays piano. We're all like, there's instrumentation. I mean, and not just us, but there's other people like my cousin Yanni.
What up, Yanni?
Yes, he produced Say I by Trey Songz. Yes, that
Oh
that
my
Yanni.
gosh, not Say I.
Yes, all the. I mean, shoot, Missy Elliott. He's done stuff with Maya.
Wait. You're talking about Yanni?
Yes, that's my blood cousin. My
you
first
know that
cousin.
Yanni produced so many songs on my EP.
What?
Back in like 2013. I mean, we did a bunch of stuff. Him and Aja, who was also on Issa Rae's show, rap.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, we was all in the studio for a whole summer. I didn't know that Yanni was your cousin,
blood
man.
cousin.
That's crazy. Good people.
Yes,
Good
absolutely.
people.
Shout out to Yanni.
That's fire. Okay, so looking back, growing up, when did you feel that this was also going to be your career? Because also, I mean, just because your parents did it, it didn't mean that you had to follow in their footsteps. Was there a moment where you thought, oh, maybe I'm going to do something different? Or were you always like, I'm going to be an entertainer?
I always say that music took me serious before I did. It was always in the curriculum because not only was my mother a music teacher, but she taught in public schools. So,
okay, yeah.
20 years before I came along, so she had a different level of patience. I've heard that people who wait until later on in life to have children, they have a different level of patience.
Yes, I feel like it makes total sense.
So, because they're not trying to discover themselves, Music has always been implemented even into the lessons, of what I'm doing. Hell, she was teaching me how to do the days of the week and months of the year and all that into jingles, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. I can count by fives.
I need the kids album.
You need the kids album.
You think I'm playing?
Oh no, there are so many jingles. I need to do it. It could be an EP.
Oh my gosh, for the kids. They need this.
Yeah. Those are actually, children and elders are probably some of my favorite audience members because they have no filter. Like, if they like you, that means they like you.
Seriously.
So, yes. Mm-hmm.
So, it was always there for you.
It was always there. It was probably around 12 when I had a solo in church. I believe I can fly. That's what I was singing, Lord. Listen, we can't at some point.
It's an inspirational song.
That part. And I had I hit my note at the end, and the folks was going, crazy in their pews. Yeah. Somebody ran up and down the aisle.
Come on.
I was like,
we love
okay.
that.
I was like, this because of this. Got it. And then 16 is when my dad brought me on the road with Earth, Wind and Fire as a production assistant.
That's crazy.
So I was able to actually see the process of how the show is put together.
What was it like looking at Earth, Wind and Fire them? That's crazy, babe.
See, what's crazy? See, the part is I never got a chance to view them from outside.
You knew them as family.
It's always been them my uncles, so, but still they're amazing.
Yes, of course.
But it's like the struckness of it.
Yeah.
It's,
they're family to you. But I mean, it shows those influences, you having those. Not everybody can say that those are their family members, but it makes sense because your music has the same sense of soul, integrity, and intentionality. Mm-hmm. But it's just amazing to just imagine a young Durand up on there running through there like that. Listen,
from seeing folks warming up before the show, stretching, tuning up their instruments. If the show started at 8 o'clock, everybody was in place at 7:59, 59.
I love the professionalism.
Oh, yeah. Now, Tony Bullock ran a tight ship.
I love that. What is something that you think people wouldn't maybe not even realize, but that is so imperative that you learned back then that you still keep with you now?
your work ethic will definitely precede you. Your how you treat people, how you show up, like that. People talk, and so I always pride myself to make sure that I am conducting an environment where everyone feels safe and seen.
Yes.
I don't ever want to feel like nobody can tell me anything. So that's why I trust the people that, we put in place to be the eyes that I, in the back of my head.
I think I did it.
You did it. You did it. You gave me the
got you to sue. Yes. I love a that made me think question.
No, we are with
I nailed it.
Yes.
So you've been working in the industry for 20 plus years.
20 plus.
20 plus years, that's a long time. But then recently, February 2026, you were called a rising star in R&B. And whenever I see this with artists such as yourself, I always think about Luther Vandross. And even people have said the same thing with me. Wow, this is really your time. And it's like, it happens a lot.
That statement is quite interesting.
I think about Luther Vandross as, I don't know who he was interviewing with, but they were like, how does it feel? And he was like, well, white America has woken up to me, but my folks have always known me. So I pose it back to you, like, when you see Rising Star, do you feel any way about it? Is it kind of, okay, that's just like the institution, that's just like how it is? But, or what's your feedback when you see that?
Well, again, going back to the quote, we're a slow burn. Like, it's always been burning. It's a matter of how much material has been put into that flame to make it ignite, but it's always been burning. So it's just a matter of, y'all are starting to feel the heat now.
Yeah.
Y'all are feeling the heat. I've been hot.
Okay.
Y'all are just not feeling the heat. So it's fine. Whenever you, listen, better late than never.
Okay, because you're about to get cooked.
That part.
So fried like an egg, child, okay?
Baked.
Was there ever a moment, though, looking back, and you kind of mentioned it now, too, when we were talking about that 2016 and you had that conversation with Dr. Wilson, where you did think, okay, what is it going to take for me to get there? And, wrestling with what it could look like to, compromise or change even before you even knew what exactly you were trying to say or be.
Yeah.
And even moreover, how did you stop yourself from leaning into what so many do?
Well,
Baby, this is Keke Palmer, yeah.
You know your girl loves to travel. Some of my favorite trips have been with my fam to far-off places like Rome. But this spring, we're eyeing a more local spot like South Carolina because our non-negotiables are delicious food and a beach where we can have fun but also get some much-needed R&R. And when I'm planning where we're going to stay, I'm not only thinking about logistics like where is everyone going to sleep, but also how can I really experience the place I'm visiting? That's why I book a stay on Airbnb for family trips. We get to stay in neighborhoods where locals actually live and really connect with the city through authentic experiences. Plus, everyone can spread out with separate bedrooms. Like, my son's bedtime doesn't have to be my bedtime. And we've got a real kitchen to cook some meals together if we end up staying in. It's also way more cost-effective than booking multiple hotel rooms. We all get our own space, but still come together to create those genuine memories. For that kind of trip, hotels just don't give us what we need. Find a home for your next family adventure on Airbnb.
I was having a conversation with a homie who was doing background for Gladys Knight, who I call Bravery. His name is Avir. And I was just venting to him. He came over to my apartment out in LA at the time, and I was just venting him about, I think I just got to just not be myself so I can at least get my foot in the door. We got to feed the beast somehow, some kind of way. And he was like, please do not make me take this part of my hand and go across your face, because there's no way that you need to compromise yourself. There's absolutely a way for you to be commercial and still be yourself. And so I'm playing him some songs that I did, because mind you, I was always recording by myself. I would get sent the tracks, I would work on my own, send it back to the producer. Oh, this is tight and everything. Yeah, because I'm singing, but the catchiness, the recipe I hadn't quite got.
Sure.
So when Avir was listening to the stuff, he said, okay, your voice sounds beautiful, but these melodies, I don't know what you're trying to do right now. Like, this is just no. And so we started working together on Fly on the Wall, which was on the Soundcheck EP. And I was about to repeat the hook. He said, no, let's go somewhere different. Let's no, or do something like that. And so once I realized, oh, that's what the recipe is. Something catchy, something that everybody can sing along to, something that is that's an earworm. And so once I got my own formula, then that's when we came up with Durand, with Stuck and Company, and so I got it now.
And I mean, I feel like everybody has to find their own formula on their own way.
Yeah.
But what are those touch points? Like for me, I've always been into diversifying. That's always helped me to sustain. We had to have multiple jobs because we got to feed the investment. And that would always teach me something new about myself. It would help me to find what made me Keke Palmer, the one that people know today. For Durand, what was that process like? Did it look like going to certain clubs, or going and listening to Mike Night, or going and doing a little freestyle? Like, what were those things that helped you to get those creative juices flowing to be able to concentrate that sound and find that formula?
So I was definitely going to jam sessions. And also, we can't negate my artist development from church and theater.
Come on.
So we have a lot of groundwork that was taking place before we even got to let's figure out what this looks like and what it sounds like. So jam sessions locally in Cleveland, and then I would go to different places like out in D.C. Shout out to Bohemian Caverns and Lorna Pickney. I would go there for just to get your feet wet in these different markets, and also collaborating with other people. Like it's not something that, as I said, if I don't have to do it alone, I don't want to do it alone. Creating and music is like a really vast playground. And while I can rip and run on the monkey bars and go down the slide by myself, it's so much better when you have someone there or other people there that have just as much as imagination as you do.
Yeah.
And also, I would like to shout out to you for not gatekeeping. Like when you were talking about like, someone was asking you in an interview about how did you get certain things in a way, and you were just breaking it down like, well, actually, this is what I did. I put it into my own production. I did this and that. So I want to thank you for being that, because I like to spread, whatever wherewithal I can to help someone, because you never know what that could do. And it's not necessarily saying this is, what's going to get you in the door, but this is how I did it. This is my template. Take what works,
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And I think it's important for people like us to do that because we do move pretty much independently. Like even when I collaborate with major companies, I'm sure you feel the same way. It's like, it's still very much, this is me doing that.
Yeah.
And I think it's important that people understand that there's a way to sustain and have success that way. You might not always get whatever the attention you think you need, but at the end of the day, the cream rises to the top. What's true is going to always be true. How has your relationship with validation evolved over the years, from what you thought you would need or what made sense to having so much of it, and how that impacts what you think of it?
I think the most validating part right now is the fact that I'm where I am because I'm myself. I've genuinely been able to be myself. And there are updated versions of that, but at the core, I am myself. I feel inside of myself, and again, I'm just so glad. Like, it doesn't even feel like a 9 to 5, and I'm pretty sure that you can relate to this. But our careers are also our children.
Yes, baby.
It is a whole child. Sometimes it's a toddler. Sometimes it's a teenager. Sometimes it varies in age. Okay.
Sometimes it's like crazy. Sometimes she's cool. It's a lot.
Yeah.
But it's my heart, and I really do. I love that you put it as a child, because it's like, it's really what I care about. It's really what drives me and what I love. And just, it brings me so much joy to be able to, I don't know, I guess this is what a typical artist would say and feel, to be able to externalize my inside world in this way. It really is just like, that's freedom.
Yes.
You recently said, not only am I still independent, but I'm Black, I'm not straight, I'm not unclockable, and I'm still singing the house down on my worst day. I just live for you. You know what I mean? Because I feel that this is also me.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm also identifying with every single thing
you said. Agree.
Okay,
this is me. Yes.
Agree. I mean, how has being an independent artist been able to solidify that path for you?
I just want to start out by saying that when I emphasize that I'm independent, that is not me in any way saying I don't need help or I don't need support. I'm just making sure that you know that I've gotten to this point with what I have. We're, as my creative director Mel says, we from the church are make it enough.
Period.
We be really making it enough. So so just imagine what I could accomplish if I had just a little change, you know what I'm saying? Just a, you know.
I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, people don't really, I guess we do think about it, but like capital's a real thing. Like money is a real thing. A lot of times it's like, and it's not just like what I'm wearing. It's like the push.
Yeah.
It's the PR. It's the
marketing.
It's the venue. It's all of money, essentially. It truly is access in a lot of ways. And so, yeah, I feel you. When it comes to independence, like I still move like a mom and pop as well. I have a lot of collaborators, different people that work with me.
Yeah.
But at the core of what my brand is as well is, and I think the reason why is because it allows for me to make sure that it remains true.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
And I do think, like, I'm not trying to shout out to the Zodiac, but as Virgos, that's big for us. We, a lot of people want to get in, y'all want to fuss around with it. Yeah. I want it to, like, I'm not afraid to collaborate and to expand on it, but I have to make sure that the core is being honored.
Absolutely.
That's like so huge.
Mm-hmm.
I also love that you say not straight.
Yeah.
I remember I did an interview with Wendy Williams, I was like, I don't know, 20.
Why, girl? Because the gag was she wasn't there.
That one too. Me and Wendy have had some moments.
Listen.
Child, we done had some talks, okay? And she was like, so are you fluid? Are you there? So are you that? And I'm like, I'm just me. You know what I mean?
You love who loves you.
I love who you know.
I was there. So I'm right there. We on the same.
We the same. And so, like, I'm so interested for you. How do people respond to you with that? Because I don't get great responses. Like, not to say that people are like mad, but people just want to know what's going on. And it's like, me too, babe. I'm just...
Okay. I'm still learning right along with you. And learning does not mean confused.
No.
There's a quote that says that all that who wander are not lost. I'm literally wandering. I'm just taking in the scenery. I'm taking in how I'm reacting to things and what works and what does not. I say not straight because I don't want to say gay because that would exclusivize me.
Yeah.
That's a word now.
Yeah,
exclusivize. Because y'all know what it means. All these words is made up. That would exclusivize
That's true,
me to one way of expressing myself, one way of intimately communing. And that's not the case. Because if Tiana tried me...
anybody's going.
I'm saying. No,
seriously.
it's the energy. I don't know if you're familiar with
the energy.
I don't know if you're familiar with the term. Is it like gynosexual and androsexual?
No, please put me on to it.
So I hope I'm pronouncing the first one right. So gynosexual is when you are attracted to femininity or feminine presenting people. Mm-hmm. Androsexual is when you are attracted to masculine energy or masculine presenting people. Yeah. So that could be in the form of anything.
Yes.
It's about
yes.
the energy.
Yeah, I definitely feel you on that because I feel like I've always liked that feminine energy. It doesn't matter who it doesn't mean that person is totally flamboyant or not, but femininity is defined by so much more than just like, hey girl.
Yeah,
it's
a softness.
Yes.
It's a earnestness. It's a awareness.
Exactly.
It's a consideration. It's the flora and fauna. It's the oxygen that we breathe. That's why it's called Mother Nature.
Okay.
Because what a man finna do?
Be up there and hold it to give you some structure, but we still need some softness.
Child in the most...
on there. They laughed in the back.
The
They
most
said, what structure?
unstructured beings trying to lead somebody somewhere. Men are not meant to lead. Sorry, not even sorry. They are not meant to lead.
I'm howling.
They are not. And as a man, I'm saying, we are not meant to lead.
On the Teray Show, you said, I'm sex positive, ethically non-monogamous, so I still desire to have meaningful experiences with other people from time to time while still leaving room for exclusivity. Mm-hmm. Also, again, sounds like me.
Okay.
I live for the freedom and the independence, and that doesn't mean disrespect or disregard from anybody. I think people got to know that at the end of the day, every relationship, every combination of love or relationship, it doesn't have to exist a certain set of rules in order to be true and to be loving.
Absolutely.
What does the practice look like for you? I don't even know if you're dating currently or if you closed off.
No, there's someone there.
There's someone there.
There's someone there.
There's someone
but
there.
we it's that's for me,
Period.
Because I already give enough of myself, So it's just, and this is, yeah. No, I'm enjoying that. So Durand is happy. I'm in the loving space.
How did you manage the time in your life? Because I find it hard. I find it really, really hard. Even as somebody that's single and dating and open, I find it hard to just be like, oh, worked all day. Now I have a dinner with you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, seriously, after a 10-hour day, you're not trying to do anything. I don't want to talk. Why are we talking? We can do body doubling.
You know what I'm saying?
You read a book, I'm going to be over here watching anime. Just be in the same room, but we ain't got to talk.
It's a lot. It's sometimes, in order to be in a relationship, you have to give. I mean, I think that way. I don't think you should be just taking. And so, yeah, with our careers, I feel like a lot of times it can be difficult to even save space to have energy to give to that when we are always giving to our baby.
Woo!
Yeah.
Okay, so one thing I will say, it's important for whoever is involved in this to have an awareness and understanding. Not know, why you always on set? Why you always That's so there has to be an automatic understanding. I'm also okay with you not being even in my world as far as like work.
Yes.
You can do something complete 180 of what I'm doing. And so when we come together, I can hear about, the medical stuff that you got going on or the aviation or whatever, and I can have my music over here. So it's good to have that. I think when you are, especially like, let's say if it's distance,
Done a couple of those.
Yeah, you have to find time to, the quality time and the the FaceTime, whether that just to communicate, just to know like, hey, I'm here, or I'm moving from this place to next place, So I think when you at least have the communication, then there's no room for the imagination to kind of start dragging you down the street. Because my imagination is a bright place, but it can also get very dark.
Can't it?
Oh my goodness, you saw the sale.
You saw the sale. It's crazy.
So yeah, no, it's about, and also I feel like I'm in a space where I do have room to offer that, because I'm also because I'm loving my friends, I'm loving my, there's a lot of, and also this too. Folks don't understand how they have to share you. Yes. They have to share you with the world.
And they get mad.
With the world, with your team, with your stylist, with your assistant. Like me.
Now that's what it is, right? Because people be mad that you. I'm telling you. Because at the end of it all, I want to be with me too.
Yes.
Y'all love being with your girl. Your girl want to be with your girl too.
Oh,
It's crazy, ain't it?
Yeah. Like you don't even have to. Like the one thing that's been, especially since the Grammys, mind you, I still have to make a video to let everybody know like how I'm actually feeling and what's been going on, because not only do I have interviews, but it's the folks in my life that want to know individually. So I'm like, I got to make a video to let everyone know. But it does make me a little sad when like the homies want to hang out. Hey, do you have free time? I actually don't. I actually don't have the time. And then the time that I do have that is not being pulled, I just want to have a moment to myself, because the demand is there, so we have to be focused. And just to remind them like, hey, I'm a tap in when I can, but like talking about some don't what did someone say?
I mean, hacking Hollywood, I hate that.
It's like they, Durand done let this Grammy to him. I'm gonna tell you what it got to me. The calendar. The schedule has what's gotten to me.
No,
you know what I'm saying? The we have to do this, you have to do this, you have to be there. That is what it's gotten to. This.
It's like that meme of that man. I don't have the capacity.
I don't have the capacity. I have that video. I don't have the capacity. I don't.
That's it.
I don't. Yeah.
It's so true. I just live kicking the feet up and getting into that, because it is so true. And anybody out there that's just, which we all are, working, trying to make it happen, trying to get the dream, like there's sometimes not enough. And if you don't have enough to give to yourself, that it's not even necessary to even try to give it to anybody else. So, I'm loving that you're having love, but also still maintaining you.
Yeah,
because that's the right there.
Baby, this is Keke Palmer, yeah.
You know what I love? When people show up with genuine intentions, especially when it comes to dating. My girls and I were just talking about how the best connections happen when someone puts in real effort from the jump. And Bumble is definitely onto something because they're making it easy to find people who really want to get to know and date the real you from the beginning. Through features like Bumble Compliments, someone can show genuine interest in something on your profile, like your love of cooking or that cute hiking photo. I see you, boo. All before you even match. That kind of meaningful connection changes the whole vibe. That's why it's the dating app my girlfriends use and trust. And let's talk about safety because that matters. Bumble has photo verification and ID verification built right in. You can be at ease knowing the person you're chatting with is actually who they say they are. That peace of mind, it's a non-negotiable. Ready to connect with people who bring the same energy as you? Download Bumble now. Dear Diary, I have a problem, and the problem is my brain will not let me rest. Like last week, I was supposed to be going to sleep, and instead I spent 2 hours trying to figure out why we cringe at our old photos. Like, what is it with that? Is it psychological? Is it ego? I needed to know. So I've been using Claude, which is an AI that actually thinks through stuff with you. It's not giving you some little surface level answer and dipping. It asks questions back. It goes down the rabbit hole with you, which is dangerous for me personally, but I love it. And here's the thing. Anthropic, the company that makes Claude, committed to keeping it ad-free. So when you're in the middle of your 1 a.m. spiral, your conversation stays yours. No random sponsored ads, just you and your thoughts, which for me is a lot. If your brain never shuts up, Claude gets it. Try Claude for free at claude.ai/Keke Palmer and see why problem solvers choose Claude as their thinking partner. Waiting to Exhale is an inspo for Bloom, which is iconic. I mean, I feel like, tell me if you feel the same way. The older that I get, the more I realize that Waiting to Exhale was real as hell.
Oh, no, very much. What did she say? You want to know one thing that I just realized about all of us? Not one of us have a man. Baby Bernadine over there holding that cigarette like, baby, it's too soon, Savannah. It's too soon.
All the different women, the archetypes, the character, the storylines, the realizing of what the exhale represents,
really, yes.
symbolize. Like, it's so insane. So I'm curious for you, like, when you decided to have that be the inspo, did you have that moment? Were you going through that? Was this the marking of that era for you? Why you wanted to dedicate to the album? Or was it a previous thing? Like, how did you come to wanting that to be the inspo for the album?
So first of all, Waiting to Exhale, right along with Hostella Got a Groove Back, all that stuff.
Angela.
Those are my comfort films. Gotta watch them all the time. Yeah. One thing, the core thing that I would sit with, you know, especially watching it in our 30s.
Yeah.
No matter what those women went through in their personal lives, they could always come together and lean on one another. And I love that. One of my favorite parts of the movie, and it's so short, is Tyreek coming in and putting the covers over them because they're all asleep in the living room. It's like, happy birthday, Mom. And I'm like, I miss sleepovers. I miss that. But folks don't know how to record people. Like, why are you playing? Why are you putting my hand in warm water?
They doing all
No, my bladder. We are of age. First of all,
I got a
back
mustache,
hurting.
girl.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, if we could just get some seriousness going on, we could actually probably have some adult sleepovers again. But you know, also folks be snoring.
The snoring is bad.
Baby, and who
You need
to
see a doctor.
And who gonna be sleeping on the floor? You better get me pull out this couch.
Okay, people be having sleep apnea. You gotta get it checked out.
Oh God.
You gotta get it checked out.
Trigger.
Okay, so are you, what type of friend are you? Are you a voice note person? Are you an essay texter? Are you a texter or are you a FaceTimer? Don't call me.
Well, first and foremost, when you said, are you a voice note person, I just got sent back to a place because there is a voice note that is sitting in my messages right now that is 13 minutes long.
Oh, now they should have called you.
And I'm like, baby, as me trying to respond back to everybody, you are the headliner. Okay, you will absolutely be going last. 13 minutes? Just start your audiobook. Just start the audiobook.
No, because voice note. Voice note.
Baby.
Not voice essay.
Essay. Voice dissertation.
Yeah, like 13
Like
minutes.
this is a podcast.
TED Talk.
This is a podcast. And they had the nerve to send me a text after that, because you know who I'm talking to. Talking about I'm starting a book club last month. I said, you are book club enough, dear. I have yet to get through the essay you sent me.
That's crazy.
I'm a FaceTimer.
Oh, you are.
I FaceTime. Like, just FaceTime. But the thing is, I'll just say my mom. It's like, she be FaceTiming me, trying to talk about, like, look who I'm with. Like, lady, I'm on the toilet.
Look who I'm with gave me life.
Right. Like, look who I'm with, ma'am. I'm in the bathroom. So let me know who's with you before you FaceTime me.
I feel like I'm really the annoying friend that only wants to text.
Yeah.
I'm so bad. It gets to the point where my friends are like, you gave me anxiety because I am sending essays. But
do you
on
at least
text.
space it?
I do. They're gorgeously formatted. But
Gorgeously.
I even have a
formatted.
subject line. Like, I even have a bold.
Oh, you got the subject line too? Oh, babe.
So, like, yeah, I'm definitely, like, yeah, crazy.
I'm a FaceTimer, but if I absolutely can't call, then we'll text. If it's something important that you need to talk to me, just call.
Yeah.
Just call.
You speak about your friends teaching you, like, setting the tone for what it looks like to have romantic, platonic, relationships. Non-romantic. I feel the same way about my friendships, whether it's us learning how to, take each other on dates and we're going to eat, we're going to watch the new movie. How does that look for you? What do you and your friends do together? We
cook for one another.
What you be cooking? Wait.
I mean, whatever's there.
Whatever's there is crazy.
I'm not so first and foremost.
Not Vienna sausage.
No! A little spam.
Right.
No, I'm not mind you, I'm not a chef. Okay? Just because you throw things on the skillet does not make you a chef. You can prepare a meal. So I can do a nice, cute breakfast. Okay? French toast.
Oh.
I'll do some salmon. Love a Brussels sprout. Or some broccoli,
Yes, broccoli.
Broccoli. No relation to the late, great Daryl Coley. I'll do just some grilled chicken. I love a.
You're healthy.
Yeah. I don't really do beef and steak and stuff like that. My mom didn't even eat that when I was
growing
a
up.
baby.
Yeah. Yeah, I would like to cook more. I would like to cook more, but I think with me and my friends, I love to do the hosting thing.
I do like to host. A little hosty host.
I love to make sure you guys have liquor and something to eat. I love to make sure we got games. We doing tug of war. We doing the limbo.
You a gamer.
I love
You said we are gathering.
I'm very much cookout.
Yeah.
I do love that. Like my son, we're getting ready to do his birthday party.
How old is he
tomorrow.
turning?
3.
Our nephew is about to be 3.
Child.
Otis? Wait, no, Leotis.
Leotis, that's it.
That baby, if
He's
that ain't the
so-
most elderly name you can give a baby.
And he is so mean. He's changed.
Oh,
Durand.
no.
He used to be so sweet. And now he's like, you the bad mama. And you need to go out of my room.
Oh, not out of your
Leo,
room.
this is my house.
I mean, but it's his room.
So I'm loving being a mom, needless to say.
Yeah.
He has a great personality. I'm happy for his birthday. We're going to do a big little, just at the house party, and it's just family and friends. That there's nothing that means more to me than that.
Oh, wait, the other thing that I do, I take out the trash from my homegirls.
Fabulous.
If I've ever, taken one of their cars, they actually want me to take their cars because they know I'm gonna fill it up. Yes, that's why the guys in their lives they be having to really
hating
work
on you.
because I already came in doing what you think is doing the most is my bare minimum.
Okay.
Is the bare minimum.
What is that about? What is that? I don't,
They want coochie.
Is that changes everything.
That's all they doing.
Wanting it changes everything. But why if they want it, why wouldn't they do more? I don't get that. Like, when I want some tail, I don't do less for the man. I'm like, what do you need? I turn into Loretta Devine.
Come on now. Little candy yams, wrong Brad Johnson.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't act like,
Yeah.
come on.
This is another thing.
Get it.
I will say this. Because my mother was my first friend, I don't have a disdain for women. That is why. A lot of men, their first bullies were their mothers.
Really?
And so that's why they have a disdain for women. Yeah, we gotta the pipeline of where this anger and stuff like that comes from towards y'all. We just have to talk about where it began.
Do you think a lot of it is just because I thought a lot about that, right? And I thought about it in terms of like single motherhood, mothers being stressed. I am a single mother, so I like, is that where the viewpoint of that dynamic started? But then I also started thinking about like some of the relationships that I have with guys. The ones that are very close to their fathers have a different vibe, meaning they have this emotional capacity that I've also started to look at too, where it's like, because you talk so positively about your relationship with your dad. And other guys that I know that have the ability to love are like this with their dads, where it's like they could cry to their dad.
Yeah.
They could, one of my best friends, Matthew Kugler, him and his dad are like this. And he's the sweetest guy ever. Yeah. And so I also think about like just like the emotional capacity reflected and mirrored in another man too. I think sometimes, again, I don't know people's lives and their upbringing, but I do think growing up, like, yes, the relationship with your mom, like, how you view women, and then also how you feel you can operate as a man. Yeah. And if you don't have anybody that's mirroring something that is nuanced, then you become...
Well, again, men aren't necessarily taught how to be men. They're just taught how not to be like girls.
And that's just so unfair.
So you have a lot of open air vagueness to kind of operate in, and it's just... there's no focus. So I would like to say that I'm a middle ground, because there have been homies in my life where I call them the non-straight practicing heterosexuals. Because like I said, like whiteness and straightness, they're sisters.
Okay.
So it's a construct. But when you just say, no, I'm just attracted to the opposite sex, you're not performing. Straightness is a performance, and it's for the edification and the validation of other men. Straightness is actually some of the gayest you could ever participate in. Matter of fact, some dudes are so straight, they go to jail. Because, see, you're around all those men.
Yeah.
Being told what to do every moment of the day. That is how straight some of them are.
It does get confusing to all of us around in regards to, like, sometimes it's like you don't even want to be around us. Damn. You want to be around your homeboys.
They want to fellowship with y'all, but they don't like y'all.
Isn't that crazy? I really want us to, as a culture, I'm happy that we had this brief moment of that, because this is more, there's more to even say up on that, and I'm excited to see what people are going to be saying in the comments and stuff like that, because I feel like there needs to be a whole panel where I do some type of discussion on this, because I really want us all to get together and get along and just vibe out. You know what I mean? I really want more love in our thing. We got to get off the apps. We got to get IRL. We got to have, let's come out.
Come on, IRL.
You know what I mean? We got to get IRL right. I'm bringing the digital talk into the real world. I got a problem.
Okay.
But I care about that. Like, I want us to, it's too lonely. Everybody is too lonely. I don't care, relationships, friendships, lonely all around. Family, some people ain't got no family. Yeah. They're trying to figure out how to find a family. Like, we just have to get real. We're getting too old for this. Yeah. I don't care about looking cringe. I want us to have vibes.
That is
and get up here and make some babies.
Come on.
Or adopt some.
And that's the issue. People are afraid of looking cringe. They're afraid when you see videos of folks dancing back in the 80s and they be talking about, ooh, that was some strong cocaine. First of all, that was not cocaine. Okay.
It was obviously Quaaludes. I'm kidding.
But it's the awareness of I'm being watched. So I don't want to look crazy. This is gonna be that. If we could just get out. That's why when Tyler was doing the Don't Tap the Glass album, he had the release party, was like everybody's phones. Yeah.
Very huge fan of his.
Everybody love him.
Yeah.
Everybody's phones need to be gone. Like, let's dance. You're focused on the wrong thing. Y'all trying to somebody up in the middle of the dance floor and you trying to capture. No, get your ass down there on the floor with them.
Yes, seriously. Yeah. I miss that. I really do miss, like on Soul Train. If you look at some way some of the people was dancing, you knew they thought nobody was watching.
They would have not been able to take my hips nor shoulders.
Come on, Shakira.
All shoulders, okay, but these hips tell no fallacies, okay?
I really feel the same way. I really want, I'm going to be thinking on this.
Yes, let me know. I'll be down for the panel.
Okay? Because we got to talk, and the folks got to talk to us. We got to talk to each other.
We got to talk to our people.
Come on. Let the congregation say amen.
Amen.
Now, we got to throw it back to your YouTube days. We weren't going to have this conversation and not talk about, like, how so many of us first met you. That's cray-cray. You are one of the OG YouTube singers. I mean, your content blended musical covers, comedy, and dance, which I love because I think comedy has more of a place in art than people often get it credit for. And you do a great job at that. So what was the goal when you started? Were you like, I'm trying to get signed, or, I'm just trying to, get a fan base going? This was like so early on. I don't think people even knew the impact of YouTube that much.
Yeah.
So what did you go in thinking?
So I signed up for YouTube July 2006 and then posted my first video December of 2007. Strictly off of everybody in my circle has been saying that I can sing and I can do X, Y, and Z. Let's see what the internet got to say about this, because they don't care about your feelings. They will let you have it.
Especially on YouTube.
So my first video was a song of original of mine called Paranoid, and I mixed in Dollar or More by Jay Davy at the end, and then it was just Flashing Lights. Then it was Slow Dancing in the Burning Room. We had Erykah covers, Amy Winehouse, like all of that. The Flashing Lights cover was my first video that racked up 1,000 views. I remember that. And then I recorded a couple studio versions of those songs that I did, the popular covers, and put it out as a mixtape, Alcohol Harmony mixtape. Shout out to the OGs. And my play aunt, who I didn't know her at the time, but she's my play aunt now, Frances J. She's a DJ. She got a hold of my Flashing Lights cover, sent it to Ricky Smiley.
I love Ricky. Hey, Ricky.
Shout out to Ricky. And then he starts playing it on his radio show like every morning, to the point where I forgot that the song wasn't even mine. And then from there, Erykah found me. She reached out.
Miss Badu.
Because can't nobody do Badu like you do. And from there, she reached out personally, like, look, I love what you're doing. I need you in my band. And it'll be 15 years in April since we've been together. Because I had to hit her up because she called me talking about some, I'm so proud of you. Gave me the stuff. I'm so proud of you. And, I know I've done my job when my babies don't need me anymore. I said, I don't know what you're talking about. What are you talking about, ma'am? Because I'm still on tenor. Don't get no bright ideas, okay? I will see you at the next gig. Oh, yes. That was one of the main reasons why I wanted that Grammy. Is so that I can continue supporting. Because it's no ego with me. When you genuinely enjoy what it is that you are doing. On top of that, I'm singing songs that I like with artists that I with people that I genuinely love, and I'm getting compensated for it. What's the issue?
None.
Whitney Houston was doing background for BB and CeCe Winans when one of her songs was at the top of the charts. This was back during like How Will I Know or Saving All My Love, whichever one. But her label was hot. Because what do you mean our artist, who is a huge act, doing background right in the middle? I'm lost without you.
Yeah.
Baby, wait. I'm going to tell you one thing she was doing. Chewing that gum.
I miss Whitney so much.
That woman ain't got no business being dead.
No business. It pisses me so off.
Between her, Nate Dogg, Luther, it's like...
It's really annoying.
Yeah, it
Rest in peace, though. We love y'all.
We love y'all. And we are a continuation of that energy, for sure. Yeah.
What is it like being on tour with Erykah Badu? How is she? She chill, she fun. I mean, I've met her a few times, and she's so awesome. And her daughter, Puma, so cute.
Puma! Shoot. I realized early on that I had a very unique relationship with her because, first of all, she's very personable. Yeah. So, like I said, the first time that we ever spoke, she reached out, sent me her number, like, hit me up. And so I was learning that how other people were... being reached out to, or certain things that were going on in that camp, that wasn't a thing. That was handled by management or things like that. I'm like, oh, well, she reached out to us personally. It's very much a family gathering. She's been a mentor and a big sister. Just a therapist. A lot of things all in one. And I've been able to accumulate things and take notes of enjoy yourself. Like, know your shit, but enjoy yourself. Okay, so you fail or you hit this note. Okay, like, you can sing.
Okay, that's big.
This is all live. As she said, studio is about perfecting a moment. Live is when you're creating the moment. So, and also being on your toes, because not every show is the same. We could literally be in the middle of the set, and then she'll be like, let's do that one song. You mean that one song that we did in rehearsal 5 years ago?
She seemed like she'd do something like
what's
that.
my note? So yeah, no, it's
because she knows she got the best people with
absolutely.
her, too.
She trusts us. So when you can have that kind of synergy, like there's nothing to work. We're literally just going out there like, let's jam.
Oh, I live. Also, you bite your lips like me.
Okay,
I tear mine
so what's so
up.
funny? I be stimming. I guess that's one of my stems, but I think I do it because I feel like my lips are dry.
Wait a minute. Am I stimming?
I think that's what stimming. There was another thing where I was singing, I was like doing this, and they were like, "Okay, stem." I'm like, "Wait, what is that?" We're all learning
A stud in the film. Okay, catch it. So wait a minute. What does that mean about me if I've been stimming all my life?
It's just little things that we do when we're kind of like. It's like this. Like if you're
The boy from the blind side,
right? Or like if I'm speaking to you and I'm talking, and then when you start talking, I'm like, mm-hmm. It's like I don't know. We're trying to fill in the space of the being still or something. And I swear when I did a Tamron Hall. And I told myself, I said, okay, Durand, don't fidget. So I didn't do this, and then I go back and I look and I'm doing this. I'm like,
I do it a lot.
yes.
So what I love
What's
when
your
I
reason
saw you-
behind?
I don't know. I think it's a form of like comfort.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's something to do.
Yeah. Okay, so I don't feel bad.
Yeah.
See, this is why. I feel so seen.
So I feel so seen. That took me out. You're back in the
seen.
studio. And seen. You're back in the studio working on your next album. Anything you could tell me about it? I ain't trying to press you like everybody else is. But I just wanted to know if there's a mood or a vibe you're taking into it.
It's a continuation of Bloom. And I wanted to be a bit more upbeat because like half of the album is kind of mid-tempo slow for Bloom. So I wanted to get a bit more upbeat and also talk about some of the other things that surround being in close proximity with people, that you have a relationship with, a bond with.
Yeah.
So just little ins and outs. Trying to do some spicy songs now because I didn't want to have any songs about heated fellowship on the album where we're trying to talk about platonic friends. Amen. So now that we're branching, we can get a little spicy. So yeah.
I love spice, honey.
I was trying to, it's funny because I was in the studio the other day and they were talking about something, you ain't wrote no songs about sex. I'm like, okay, well then let's get vulgar. And then I got vulgar. They're like, well, okay, now it's too much. And then my team is like, well, as a woman. I was like, well, this song ain't about you. This is about gay doing gay.
Okay. Period.
But yeah, you can sing along, but this ain't about you. But yeah, but it was more so because we were repeating one section trying to get it right. And it was very much this word, this word, this word. But then once we actually got it all together, it was like, okay, it's not that bad.
Okay, period. Because sometimes you have to see it all together.
That part.
Period.
We cooking. You in the kitchen talking about some, well, if you just put, I'm like, well, I don't be over there talking about, you need to put some more rouge on somebody's cheeks, ma'am.
I'm howling at the rouge. That is such an OG term for blush. Come on, rouge. You are so funny. And I love, because this is the thing. Again, I always feel this way about comedy. People don't give comedy enough credit for being like difficult in an art form. And a lot of times I think it's just being silly, but you are so seriously talented and so seriously funny. I know some of your inspirations are like Jim Carrey, who's a big inspo of mine as well with all the physical comedy. But you're performing at the Netflix as a Joke Festival in May. And I'm excited about that because you're infusing your love for comedy with your love of music. And I just love what you do with that. Even when you did the Tiny Desk and you was dressed as Uncle Bobby. Like, I just love that you're not afraid to do that. Yeah. So what are you looking forward to with the festival and just what, it's going to allow you to do? So
which by the way is sold out now. She is sold out.
That's fabulous.
So it's my variety show. So there will be music and there'll also be, I like to call it story time, not necessarily stand up, because I've told so many stories about just things that have happened in my life and I just get a kick out of the room. So the moment that the whole room ignites, I'm like, put that in the material. Very much Deion Cole.
I love Deion Cole.
Yes, no, that's not. My mother loves him. I took her to go see him. She loves him. Yeah, I want to just start flexing that and seeing what. So I'm getting with like Kev on stage.
Kev is amazing.
I'm getting with Dwayne Perkins. There's a few other folks that I want to reach out. Kid Fury, who I respect their content, and just to get feedback. I have a few filters, but I'm really excited. I have an hour.
Babe, this is going to be, and again, for me, we're in this time now, especially for me starting 20 years ago, in more of the traditional landscape. We didn't have none of the social media, none of the digital stuff. I'm really happy that it's no longer like that, where you have to be a certain way to be an artist. You have to be a certain way to be a performer. Like, you have to be separate. If you could sing, you could dance, you got to pick one.
Yeah.
If you could act, you know what I mean? Like, it's no longer. You could just be an artist and build a brand. And so I think, you are, one of my favorites, and you're able to, usher in that next stage of what it looks like to be an artist. And it doesn't just mean one thing, this niche little thing. It's like, no, this is Durand Bernarr.
Yeah, no, it's... Me getting this honor with the Grammys has opened up so many doors that we don't even realize are here.
It's true.
Because I also have to say the word Butch Queen has never been said on that stage, on that platform before. So I had to make sure I give a shout out to us and also my father being there specifically. I know my mom was there for the last time.
Sure.
But it was imperative that my father be there because I needed people to see. This is the result of your parents loving your children, not trying to write their story, but read their story. And how children treat their parents when they become adults is their report card. That's a report card. So when I said that I wouldn't want to be bothered being reincarnated because I would risk not having my parents, and their support and love has lasted me the next 10,000 lifetimes. Folks are like, I want my children to speak about me like that, or I want to come out to my family so that we can, it is just, I say it's a global timeline cleanse. It was just a global timeline cleanse. And I'm grateful that is stamped in time.
Me too. And I just love everything you said. God bless your parents. It's such a beautiful thing. And I feel the same about mine.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to y'all mama.
Shout out.
Because she didn't play. Okay?
She
did not play.
Okay. Okay, well, we're now going to play a game. I love playing a game with all my guests. And I thought this would really be fun because, you're always going viral, not just with the Grammys, but also one of your early remixes of "Do You Know the Muffin Man?" Yeah, we know about that. If you don't know,
shout
you
out
need to
to my girls. Okay.
So we're taking that energy and turning it into a game. We're going to take turns where we're giving each other nursery rhymes, plus a style or a vibe, and we just have to remix it on the spot. Just a little improv. Okay. No rules. Let's go. Okay, so let's see. We'll have you start, unless you want me to start. Do you want me to start? I can start.
You can start.
Okay, cool. So it's going to be Itsy Bitsy Spider, and I'm going to do it as a pop punk anthem.
Pop punk anthem, okay.
The itsy bitsy spider went off the water spout. Down came the rain to wash the spider out. Out came the sun and tried to fall the rain. The itsy spider went down the spine again.
I was creating a mosh pit over here.
I loved it. You was like on that meme with that white dude in the back, like.
Okay.
The other dude rapping. Exactly. I love that meme.
Yes.
Okay, so.
We got to be there for Halloween.
Oh my. That would give life.
Okay.
Period. Okay, let's do Old MacDonald, 90s R&B slow jam.
Ah, yes.
You said, yes. You knew.
Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and on that farm he had a cow, E-I-E-I-O, and the cow goes moo 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 moo.
Yes!
E-I-E-I-O.
Oh my God!
Was that 280s? Was that Luther?
That was
Luther.
So good. I don't know how your ass do that. Okay, let me see. I'm a Little Teapot, Disney villain ballad. I'm a little teapot, short and spout. Tip me over and pour me out. What is the rest of the song?
Down came the sun.
Down came the sun
And dried up all the
and dried up all the rain in the itsy bitsy spider. I didn't change. I'm supposed to be doing I'm a little teapot.
Oh.
But y'all got the gist.
Wait, and I ain't say
That was actually
nothing.
a medley. That we did.
Right.
We did a medley.
Listen, I wouldn't have noticed if you didn't say nothing. She said, I'm a little teapot. Yes, the itsy bitsy. Baby. The itsy
That's how
bitsy
you know
teapot.
I know how to follow directions. Because you started telling me and I started going.
That is funny.
Woo. Okay, the last one will be, so we have two. I'm going to give you two. We could do ABC's Opera Diva, or we could do You Are My Sunshine monologue.
Ooh. What was the first one?
ABC's Opera Diva.
E, B, C, D, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? Thank you.
Oh my gosh, that is the Durand Bernarr.
The Grammy Awards winning
Baby,
Durand Bernarr.
you are so much joy, so much life, so much. Oh,
Speaking of joy, can I just say this? I spoke to Jennifer Lewis the night that I won the Grammy.
yeah.
And she said, do you know that your joy is feeding people? It is feeding people in the Congo. It's feeding people in Sudan. You know, she loved Africa.
Yes, period.
But it's just my joy within myself is being a light in a very dark time. Not that it hasn't been dark in the States, but right now the darkness is prevalent. It's palpable. So to have that, like I said, a timeline cleanse, and to hear that validation to say that your joy that you have within yourself is helping others.
That's impact. That's real impact. And I agree with Jennifer 100%. We need more of that. Sometimes there's not enough that we can do. And if that's what, knowing that I can at least put a smile on someone's face.
And that's what it is. Because you sometimes feel like, am I doing enough? Is this effective?
Yes.
Is my voice, does it have any weight? Is anyone listening genuinely? So that.
Mother Teresa said, there can be no great things done, only small things with great love. And whenever I feel down, I always hold on to that because it's like, look, I maybe can't save the world, but in this moment, I'm doing something.
Absolutely.
You know? And so, thank you so much, Durand. I hope people have laughter and joy and entertainment while watching our conversation because I know I had a ball.
I did. Okay.
Thank you, Boo.
Of course.
This conversation was everything at once. Deep, funny, affirming, and real. If you're new to his work, this is your sign to tap in. And if you've been rocking with him since the early days, I hope his authenticity keeps reminding you that being yourself is always a flex. That's all from me. Baby, this is Keke Palmer.
Baby, this is Keke.